The following program is a 20 East Media Network LLC presentation. Please hit the like button and enjoy the show. Thank you.
Welcome to D-Truth TV. Turn the volume up, you feel me? Hit that like, hit subscribe. Let's get real on your screen. See?
We talking cases, mystery stories that unfold, relationships, heartbreak, secrets never told, breaking news, updates, every fact on display. I'm your host with the flow, bringing truth every day. Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D-Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. Tune in, let's debate, drop your thoughts in the chat. We don't sugarcoat nothing, we just spitting the facts. From love to the hustle, from the pain to the win. Every episode's a journey, let the story begin. D-Truth TV, where the real ones vibe. Hit that bell, stay alive, let the knowledge arrive. From the streets to the screen, we keep it so raw. Every topic, every angle, breaking every law. So subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D-Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet.
Subscribe, hit like, don't you dare miss a beat. D-Truth TV, where the truth and the rhythm meet. Welcome.
Welcome. I know I'm a little late. How is my audio? Respect to you new. Respect to Sniper. What's going on? This gonna be one of them shows that it kind of somber all depends on how you feel about the situation, what went on this week in the world of wrestling. All depends on how you feel about it. I'm going to have to say that we did lose a great icon in wrestling, Hulk Hogan. We have lost a great icon who transcended wrestling for, I would say, for the better, opened people's eyes, put it that way. But tonight, my reaction to the SmackDown was kind of surreal. It was kind of surreal with me, because it started off with Logan Paul coming out there running his mouth like usual. Then also Jelly Roll comes out there. Drew McIntyre comes in the ring, and Jelly Roll tells Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre, "Oh, you thought I came alone?" He starts singing Randy Orton theme song, and all of a sudden the theme song starts playing. Randy Orton comes out there, and all hell's break loose. Put it that way. Then we had a match between Alexa Bliss and the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, which Raquel Rodriguez interfered in the match, and Charlotte Flair tried to help out, whatever, but Roxanne Perez got the win. And then we had Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green running her mouth. She got jaded. Then they want to jump Jade Cargill, and all of a sudden, who comes out there to help Jade Cargill? Tiffany Stratton. And Jade Cargill picked up the women's belt and handed it back to Tiffany Stratton. But guess what? They both have the tug of war over the belt. So, and we had the tag team title match, which Andrade and Ray Phoenix had the belts won if it wasn't for the outside interference Nikki Cross pulling the referee out the ring, and also now we got a TLC match at SummerSlam for the World Tag Team Championship. The title gonna be hanging up in the air. So guess what? It's gonna be this SummerSlam turning out to be a great one. How you doing, Armando, my co-host? Can't hear you. He might not be at the mic yet. But like I said, it's a lot going on, and next Friday night, I would give you the rundown or the Saturday version of SummerSlam. Then I'm going to run down of the Sunday version of SummerSlam. So, and we will have our prediction next Saturday or the 2 night shows. Hey, first time in SummerSlam history that they're going to be 2 nights and they're at MetLife Stadium. What's going on, Mondo?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Man, this shaping up. Hey, I think this one probably one of the best SummerSlam that gonna be shaping up right now. Cause got some good matches. Got some good matches, but some of them could have been left off the table too. So
some of these matches we've already seen. That's why I'm not really that hyped about it because a lot of the matches we've already seen.
yeah, but like Jade and Tiffany Stratton, yeah. AJ and Dominique, I want to see if this. That's why I want to see this match. Let's see if we know Judgment Day probably interfere in that match. We know that, but let's see if AJ Styles has something up his sleeve. Then you got Flair and Alexa Bliss going with Raquel and Roxanne Perez. You know what I'm saying? Them type of matches, I love to see them type of matches. And I tell you what I love though. The ex-US Women's Champion got up in Julia's face. Kiana James is back. And I forgot what her name is. Call her paper pushing Karen, something like that. Respect cutting edge. So I don't know what's gonna go on here from here on out, but I'm looking forward to. But I'm more excited about this. But this is the first time they've been a 2 night event. I wonder what made them to make the SummerSlam a 2 night event.
I don't know. I think SummerSlam. I think they may have wanted to kept this on a 1 night and make Royal Rumble a 2 night event. The first night have matches on that Saturday night, and then on that Sunday night have the Royal Rumble, the men's Royal Rumble and the women's Royal Rumble. Yeah. Just let Sunday night be strictly the Royal Rumble matches, but on that Saturday night have matches. That's why I say if any pay-per-view, any event needs 2 nights, it's the Royal Rumble, not SummerSlam, in my opinion.
Yeah. I feel you on that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cutting Edge. They gonna have to go to deliver on 2 nights. I mean,
yeah,
is I say, man, SummerSlam could have worked with 1 night. You got Friday Night Smackdown, then you have the SummerSlam on that Saturday night.
Yeah,
that would have been enough.
Yeah, and I'm tell you this right here. I'm looking at SummerSlam as a whole, but I'm also this is how I'm gonna look at it, right? I'm looking at how the men does and how the women does. You see what I'm saying? Who gonna carry the night? Who gonna carry the SummerSlam weekend?
The man. The man. That tag team match with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. That's gonna be the match of the night.
Yeah, that's on Saturday night too. That's on Saturday. I know that match
That's
on
gonna be
Saturday.
the match of the night. Salute to you, Cutting Edge. Salute to you, you knew.
Yeah, and but I know the men. I know the men is it got more men's matches, but I want to see if the men really can carry it, and will the women really outshine them. You see what I'm saying? Can the women really
Mm,
outshine them? Cause we've seen some pay per view where the women outshine the men at a pay per view. We've
mm.
seen that. So in the men, I'm gonna tell you, after Evolution last month, the men got to step up on this show right here. Am I lying?
You're right.
They got to step up. They
Hmm.
got to step up.
But they bringing out the big dogs now. You got
Yeah,
CM Punk on the card. You got Roman Reigns on the card. Jey Uso on the card. They bringing out the big dogs. Cody
yeah,
Rhodes, John Cena. They bringing out the heavy hitters. So the
yeah,
men will carry.
yeah, yeah. And I'm looking at this right here, and I'm looking for that triple threat match, which we already seen Rhea and EO go at it. We already seen that. But adding Naomi in the equation, will they let Naomi hold on to the belt? That's next.
I, th- I think I think so.
Yeah,
Hmm.
and 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 that would be, you know what? That would be good right there. Let no one hold on to the belt. Let Jay get the belt, and let them both over to WrestleMania. Let them hold both to
Oh, oh,
WrestleMania.
not that it ain't gonna work like that. I'm gonna
Nah,
be. I think what's gonna end up happening is Bianca. Bianca, when she comes back, when she gets cleared, she's gonna go for that Raw belt, take it from Naomi, and then they'll probably have a winner take all, a dream match at WrestleMania with
uh,
Jade and Bianca.
yeah, because that's what I want to see right there. That's what I want to
Hmm.
see right there. That's what I want to see. And he said, Kenan said, I'm gonna put it up here. He said, "Yeah, stack the cards. I got big expectation for 2 night SummerSlam. In, integrity with Cena and Rhodes. I think Cena been still what? Oh, okay. Oh, that match right there. I don't know what they're gonna do with that match, bro. I don't know what they're gonna do with. I don't. I can't call that one right there. I don't know if they're gonna let Cody get the belt and let Cena
I'm
catch it.
I'm afraid to say it. I think they gonna let John Cena hold on to the belt until and have him lose it, and his last match would be Royal Rumble.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause that right there. That's the because there people feel like Cody Rhodes should go ahead and beat John Cena and go ahead and retire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, and that would I can see that. Unlike that Goldberg Saturday Night Main Event, yeah, that was a wash. That was a wash.
Well,
Cause
circumstances. I
yeah,
can't. We can't blame that on the writers, but
yeah,
circumstances caused that to happen
yeah,
because we already know what was intended to happen.
yeah,
A
and we
title
called it
change was supposed to happen that night.
yeah, and we called it that Friday night when we did a pre-show on it. We did
Hmm.
a pre-show and we called it that uh, Seth Rollins for the beat for that to beat who was he wrestling that night? CM Punk, wasn't it? No, that wasn't CM Punk.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. LA Knight.
LA Knight and Goldberg for to win the belt and CM
Mm-hmm.
and Seth Rollins for the cash supposed to have cashed it in.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that I'm gonna tell you that with that happening, Triple H and the rest of them didn't want that to happen because they wanted Goldberg to go out on top
Mm-hmm.
like that. You see what I'm saying? Wanted to go out on top, and I get Goldberg said, "I'd rather have Seth Rollins cashing in on me." You see what I'm saying? Because
Mm-hmm.
Goldberg heard a say in it. So, but hey, it
Mm-hmm.
is what it is. But like I said at the beginning, Hogan, he was when the W with WWE with WWF, and when they finally started having WrestleManias and all that stuff, and superstars started coming in, he was part of that. So he the one that he was part of the ones that kind of like elevated the wrestling what it is today. When you say,
Yeah, a lot of people don't remember this, man, but Hogan started off in the NWA.
yeah,
His
yeah,
his wrestling name was Sterling Golden back in 1979.
yeah, and no,
Mm-hmm.
if people don't know, he was a bass player in a band. I think what
Mm-hmm.
it was, he was from Savannah, Augusta, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he was from Georgia. I didn't know he was a Georgia man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
man, man, hey. But I like this right here. I know some people. I know there's some of us out there don't like, doesn't like what he says on what he said on social media when he was live, and that kind of turned a whole lot of our people, our community, off from him. I can understand that, but you cannot take away his charismatic, entertaining in the wrestling ring. You cannot take him. You can't take that away from him. Can't take it away from him.
Yeah. Well, he will always be known as the man that ended Andre the Giant's 15-year winning streak. Andre the Giant went into that match in WrestleMania 3 undefeated for 15 years. And Hogan ended that streak.
Yep. And one thing nobody hardly ever did, it body slam Andre the Giant. He did it at the I think it was in Detroit.
The first man to ever he broke two streaks that night. The first man to ever body slam Andre the Giant, and he was the first man to defeat Andre the Giant straight up in a match.
And that
15
was
years Andre the Giant was undefeated for 15 years.
yeah. And think about it. And that was for the what WWF title?
Mm-hmm.
And that was WrestleMania 3.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
And a lot of people don't remember now when Andre the Giant and Harley Race they wrestled for the world title. It was back in 1977 or something like that. They wrestled for the world title, and Andre threw Harley Race over the top rope. Remember back then, you get thrown over the top rope is a disqualification.
yeah. And back then you couldn't climb up the top turnbuckle either. So
Mm-hmm.
how things have changed since them years. And I'm gonna say something to these folks out here. Yeah, you might not like your views on the outside. Yeah, but there's a whole lot of wrestlers that thinks like him, but don't go on social media and say the stuff he said. But they
Mm-hmm.
good. They're good entertainers. They're good in the ring. So you cannot take that away from me. Like I said, hey, I feel some type of way. It ain't like I'm on cry for him, but you know what I'm saying? It ain't like a family member, but I feel the pain of the wrestling universe because I'm a wrestling fan. Because I'm looking at him as a wrestling fan, not as outside of wrestling ring. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not looking for him outside the wrestling ring. But and back in the day, you know that weather this stuff they got going on in wrestling and football and all that stuff, they didn't have it back then. And I
Mm-hmm.
think allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know. He probably was taking steroid. That has something to do with your health problem. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is. So what you think about that? What do you think about some of these people doing what they doing in our community that grew up a Hogan fan? Now, all of a sudden, this stuff comes out and he said this and saying that, but not trying to
I'm a
separate. Go ahead.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Okay, so this is the thing when Hulk Hogan, when that audio of him or what he was saying to Brooke, and he was using the N word all throughout that rant that he did when he found out Brooke was dating a black guy. You got to remember, And he should have realized at that moment that he lost half of his fan base.
Yep.
There were a lot of black kids. I remember I had a lot of my black classmates were diehard Hogan fans. They were going around mocking him. They were doing this right here with the ear. You know what I'm saying?
And
They
ripping off
were,
his shirt.
doing that, you know what I'm saying? Doing the posing in front of the, you had a lot of black kids that was all that. They was on that, say your prayers, take your vitamins, Yeah, man, they grew up Hogan fans. They had his poster, on their locker, had his poster on their walls. They grew up loving Hogan. And he disappointed a lot of people that grew up loving, men and women, that were big Hogan fans.
Yeah.
Because a lot of girls, man, are wrestling fans. A lot of you'd be surprised, man, how many women that rush to the TV on Mondays and Friday nights and diehard WWE fans. You got single mothers that take their kids, and I've seen this, man. When I used to go to the pay-per-views a lot of single mothers were taking their kids to the wrestling matches, man. You got a lot of women that are diehard wrestling fans.
Yeah, I'm telling you,
born and raised wrestling fans.
I'll tell you how I got into wrestling. You know the Columbus Municipal Auditorium down in Columbus, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
My mom went there.
Fred Ward.
Yeah, my mom took me there. My mom took me there when I was a baby, and that's how I got into wrestling. That's how I got into wrestling. So
Fred Ward and Jim Carlisle. Jim Carlisle with the announcer. Yeah. Fred Ward was the promoter.
Yeah, and for those who want to get, I'm going to say this right here. I don't say it anymore, right? I don't say it, right? How?
I say it.
I know you do. I know you do.
But I put an A on mine or a U.
Yeah,
at the end of the G.
Yeah, but I look at it. You know how I look at it. I look at all of it is the same or E or the A on the end, whatever how you ever say it. You know what I'm saying? I look at it as, I look at it as disrespect in a way, regardless who said it. I got on you for saying it, haven't I? So it's like
we disagree on the word and the terms of endearment on it.
Yeah, but I'm like this right here. When some people get mad, I'm talking about across all the line. They said a word, but don't realize what they said. Some of our folks in our community said with the ER on it, on the ER on the end. Would I lie? Would I instead of the A? Because sometimes when you're mad, you say stuff, and I'm like, come on, man, that's enough. But with him, sometimes you gotta separate the character from the human part, that they still human beings. I'm not taking away from what he did, what he said, and all the stuff he said. Yeah, we know. Look, we know Harley Race. We know Ric Flair. We know some of the wrestlers that's in wrestling back in the day, and some that they don't like us, but they know who their fan base are, and they know how social media is.
Ric Flair knew every Saturday morning that they were taping at that TV studio for them Saturday morning matches. He saw there were a lot of blacks.
Us. Yeah.
And a lot of us in the crowd cheering him on, saying, woo, you know what I'm saying? They were big fans of his. So you don't alienate half of your fan base. You don't do that. That was bad for business. That was really bad for business.
Because I think I'm taking this right here. If them them tapes didn't leak out. Didn't leak out. I'm gonna say leak out. And his beer product that came out, it probably been a whole lot of people, a whole lot of us, some of us
It
going
would have
buying
been
that beer.
selling off the shelves.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why you don't hardly see that. Only way you see that promotion is either on Netflix. Notice that, right?
Hmm.
And when you talk about Hogan come out the beer, but that, and then I'm telling you another thing that kind of alienated some of our folks when they had a black woman promote his beer, and he told her, "Oh, you know you're not right for the beer, promote our beer." You know what I'm saying? So that kind of when that got out too, that kind of stung too with a lot of black males.
Well, not only that, he also destroyed his daughter's music career
Yeah.
because she wanted to go the hip hop R&B, I mean the hip hop pop route. You understand what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And she was gonna be like doing hooks with hip hop. Or during that time, a lot of rappers were bringing in like pop artists,
Yeah.
singers to do hooks. And
Hmm.
she did one with Paul Wall, and it was she slammed it, she killed it.
Hmm.
And the other hip hop artist was going to do the same thing with her. But when that came out about how her father feels about black folks, whoo, that tainted her career.
Yeah. Cause
So not
they,
only did he mess her, not only did he taint his career, I mean his legacy, he really messed up his daughter's singing career.
yeah. Cause I don't care what line of work you in. If some audio, some video, or both comes out, and you doing something like he did, and the child is doing is let's say they are not like their parents, but guess what? Them people that want to do business with you gonna look at you like you like your parents. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
So, but like I said, you can't take away his greatness in the ring. You can't take away his greatness in the ring. He gonna go down as one of the greats. He going down as one of the greats, right? And
Hmm.
he the third longest reigning champion in WWE history, behind Bruno Sammartino and Roman Reigns. So you
Mm-mm,
can't take it away
mm-mm.
from
Bob Backlund. Bob
Bob.
Backlund held the belt for 5 years.
Yeah, yeah, Bob Backlund. Yeah, and
Hmm. Braun Sammartino held it for like 20 some years. And Bob Backlund held it for 5 years. Hogan held it for like what, three
yeah,
3 years and a couple of months.
yeah, and I'll tell you, he's a WWE double WWE Hall of Famer with himself and the NWO. So
Hmm.
hey, you can't take it away from you can't take it nothing away from the wrestling aspect. You can't take nothing away from it. You can't take nothing away from it.
Hmm.
And what did yeah, it is. He said it like that.
Trying to say what y'all know about Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino younger there. Yeah, man. And Bob Backlund and Bruno Sammartino. I remember Bob Backlund and Superstar Billy Graham. Now they had a nice little rivalry going on.
Oh, they sure did, bro. Hey,
Yeah,
hey,
Pedro Morales held it for 1,000 days. Yeah.
yeah. Like I said, like Tam said, back then that was wrestling. That was wrestling.
Hmm.
That was wrestling. Hey,
Hmm.
cause it that's when wrestling wasn't that big back then too. It wasn't big back then because they had to travel displays. You had these all different what territories. Man, it was crazy. And like I said, he came out. Let's see, when he was in the NWA promotion, he wasn't he wasn't like he was now. And then what made him so popular when he what did Rocky? Then he did that movie Down There in Paradise. That series, TV series, Down There in Paradise.
Mm-hmm.
See what else?
Mm-hmm.
And with when he got with Mr. T, that even raises his value even higher when he got with Mr. T.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
Yep.
it's an AWA. Yep. But I'm not doing. I respect the man for the work he did in the ring, bro. I can't take that away from him. No matter what he
Mm-hmm.
did outside the ring, hey, people do what they do outside their job. You can't. They they do what they want to do outside their work, but long as their performance at that job is not hurting the job. I'm gonna ask this question. I'm gonna ask you a question. If he was if some of them recorded WWE or in WCW, would it hurt that company?
You gotta repeat again because you broke up for a minute.
I said, if the recording would have came out when he was actively still wrestling, either for the WWE or WCW, would it have hurt that company reputation?
It ain't gonna hurt the company; it's hurt the individual because it's the
Oh
individual
shit!
that
Do
said
it
it.
out again, huh?
It ain't gonna hurt the company; it's gonna hurt the individual.
Yeah, yeah.
And he wouldn't have got the Rocky part. He wouldn't have everything that he achieved. You know,
Mm-hmm.
being put on as the face of the WWF, all of that wouldn't have never happened. Mm-mm. None of that would
Yeah,
have ever happened. They probably, you know what, they all of that probably would have went to Roddy Piper.
yeah.
Roddy Piper would have been the man of WWF. Where Hogan's legacy is, uh, it would have been Roddy Piper.
You're right. I'm telling you this right here. Him and Roddy had a big feud going on.
Mm-hmm.
That was a heck of a feud.
Mm-hmm. But they never wrestled for the belt. Every
Yeah,
time they
that.
wrestled, it wasn't the title wasn't on the line. Even at Starrcade '96, when Roddy Piper put him to sleep,
Mm-hmm.
when Roddy Piper put him to sleep in Starrcade '96, it was a non-title match. I don't know why they did not want to put that world title around Roddy Piper's waist. I don't know why they didn't want to drop the belt to him.
I don't know either. But
Yeah, Roddy Piper was what 2-0 against Hulk Hogan. He beat him in
mm-hmm.
WWF and he beat him in WCW. He had his number, man. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You know what surprised me though? That they actually let him drop the belt to Goldberg. That would surprise me.
It was good for business. It was good
Yeah.
for business. And one thing about Hogan now, he about that business. He'll drop the belt. He ain't that's just like he dropped the belt at the Sky Dome to the Ultimate Warrior because everybody was the Ultimate Warrior was hot. He was hot. So Hogan didn't mind dropping the belt to him. Oh yeah, Roddy Piper beat him in Halloween Havoc in '97. I remember that. Yeah. So he's 3-0 again. So he had Hogan's number.
Yeah. And Tell said before that, Tell said he had no idea what Vince McMahon was thinking about when he had Dustin Rhodes, Big Goldust, and Coco Beware. Can be somebody tell me where he's at? Coco, he's still around. He's a little old. But Dustin Rhodes is in AEW. He is the what? TNT champion?
Mm-hmm.
He finally got a single title. Finally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for him.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to figure out why it. Time was right. What would Vince McMahon think about making Dusty Rhodes Gold Dust? I don't understand that.
I don't understand either. I don't understand either. I don't like what he did with Dusty Rhodes. Had him coming out there in them polka dots.
But I seen the thing about Dusty Rose. It was on A&E. Hey, Dusty made it work. He said, "Forget the hell. What if we make this thing work?" And that did not did a favor for loving Dusty Rose.
No, it didn't, man. But I would have liked them to have him coming there as the American Dream.
Yeah. Right.
Like he will, like we remember him in WCW. I would have liked to, for him to come in the WWF as the American Dream.
Yeah. Because that's the last. Let me tell you, that's the last image that we seen him in the polka dots. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that 6-man tag match that Dusty, Cody, and Dustin had in WWE and won, that was a feel good moment right there. That was a feel good moment.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot who they were wrestling that night.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but like I said, this and like Tammy or Cuddy said, SummerSlam, it better be off. Hey, they better have some long matches. They better have these matches. Better be good and have me on the edge of my seat. Like I said, next Friday we're gonna give you a rundown. Friday night after Smackdown, we're gonna do a rundown of Saturday night, who wrestles Saturday night and who wrestles Sunday night. And that Saturday, we're gonna give you the rundown of our prediction. If we're gonna win our prediction, we're gonna win a match. I just about know who I just about know who I want to win in my heart. You know how your heart and your mind got to kind of get together and figure it out. Sometimes you got to go with your heart. Sometimes you got to go with your mind. But it might wind up being like Saturday night main event because thing can change. Thing can change. So don't be surprised.
I don't know if too many titles gonna change hands.
Mm-mm.
You might have one, or maybe possible two.
Yeah, probably two. Probably. I know the 2 women titles on the line, the 2 men titles on the line, the tag team belts on the line, the women Intercontinental Championships on the line. That's 6 titles, right? That's 6 titles. That's 6 titles right there. The United States, the men United States Championships on the line. That's 7. So see,
a lot of those wrestlers that came along in that era of the 70s and the 80s, they're most of them are gone now.
Yeah.
Gorilla Monsoon, Andre the Giant, the Samoans, Kurt Hennig gone.
Yeah.
Going
Solar gone.
Ravish and Rick Rude gone. Rocket Johnson gone. Yeah, you got a lot of wrestlers in that era. Dusty Rhodes, Harley Race gone. Wrestling 1 and 2 gone. The Assassins gone.
Yeah.
A lot of them guys gone. I don't know about the Junkyard Dog. I don't know about him. Is he still? He gone. Junkyard Dog passed away.
He gone. Yeah. George, hey, he mentioned George Adams Steele. Boy, hey, that man played that part to a T. He played that part to a T by them turnbuckles.
And I thought he was crazy. I really did. He had me fooled. Him in the purple haze.
And what about Abdullah the Butcher?
Abdullah the Butcher too. Abdullah the Butcher, George the Animal Steel, and that goddamn maniac Mark Lewin. The
Yeah.
Purple Haze, Maniac Martin Lewin, he had me fooled. That dude was crazy. That dude was crazy, man. When he put that Shanghai sleeper hold on Austin Idol that time, man, he laid Austin Idol out, man. Austin Idol had all kinds of glob. He was salivating out of his mouth. He had that Shanghai sleeper hold on.
Yeah, and Kennedy said, "Do we think The Rock gonna make an appearance with at SummerSlam with Travis Scott?" I don't know.
Man, I don't understand the gimmick with Travis Scott. I
Me
really
neither.
don't, man.
If you look,
Hey, I mean, they just need to keep it wrestling, man. That's the one thing I like about AEW versus WWE. WWE trying to incorporate too much hip hop.
yeah.
I like hip hop. When it's time to listen to some hip hop, I listen to some hip hop. When I want to watch wrestling, I want to watch wrestling. I don't want to see no damn rappers getting in the ring with no wrestlers.
Yeah, at least when Vince did it.
Yeah, every now and then at a WrestleMania, man, but not in no damn no every other pay-per-view, man. I don't want to see that mess.
I want to see that. I want to see. See, at least I can say something about It's Speed, right? When Ron Rumble at the Royal Rumble, he got in the ring. At least he did get speared. Travis Scott come down there just is a distraction. Outside the ring, ain't doing jack. You see what I'm saying? Get in there to do something. At least look. I know we don't like Logan Paul. We don't know too much about.
I would have rather them did it with 50 Cent, a bigger a rapper that looked like he can handle himself.
Yeah,
a rapper that looked like he could probably get in there and throw down if he had to.
Yeah. See, at least Logan Paul and General gonna get inside the ring to wrestle. What Travis Scott gonna do? Just sit outside the ring and interfere in the damn match. That's it. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense to me. If you're gonna do that, just leave him in the back. Leave him in the back. Because I think if John Cena hold on to the belt and he wrestles again and at another pay-per-view, a PLE, and he wins or loses, they like that gimmick, but let him do it without no help. See what I'm saying? It'd be better, wouldn't it?
Yep.
See, I could take him taking the belt and hitting Cody Rhodes over the head and winning and keeping the championship. I could take that if he do it himself. Don't let nobody else get in the ring to do it for him or help him out. Respect. I could take that. But I'm gonna ask you this: what you expect from that? Let's see what match. That tag team match, Roman Reigns match. Tag team match with Jay Uso
at SummerSlam.
Yeah. I asked you your prediction. I'm saying, what are you looking forward to in that match right there?
Man, I'm just looking for a damn good ass match. That need to be the longest match.
Yeah. And with Tiffany,
that's the match. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I ain't predicting the outcome of it, but I will say this: that is gonna be the night that Braun Breaker go to the next level. That match right there is gonna take Braun Breaker to the next level. I mean, to the upper echelon, the elite, where people are gonna be talking about he's the next man up. I think that's what they do. They're getting him ready. He's gonna be the next big thing.
Yeah, and
in the WWE.
Yeah, because I like how they getting him ready. You know what I'm saying? And I like how they put him with Paul Heyman. And I like the guy that got with, yeah.
The perfect person.
Yeah. And with Bronson Reed, and I'm gonna tell you this right here, it gonna help Bronson Reed too. This man gonna help Bronson Reed too. Think about it. You in the ring with two former champion. You in the ring with two former tag team champion. You in the ring with one half of, I think, one of the greatest tag team that wrestle. You know what I'm saying? One of the greatest team. I ain't said they one of the greatest tag team. You can't ask for no better scenario for Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. You can't ask no better scenario. So we shall see. And Hogan, he was 71. He was 71 years old, and maybe he do some good things.
He lived a long life, a very long. You know, I mean, he built a legacy. He made a lot of money. You know, he was a lot of people looked at him as a hero.
Yeah.
He wasn't just a wrestler. He just wasn't a champion, man. He was the American hero.
Yeah.
He wasn't just a wrestler. Sometimes I'm messing up doing that. But yeah, man. I want to go into our next topic. Okay. Because you brought up Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
Greatest managers of all time. Greatest managers of all time, man. And there are a lot of them. Salute to you, Kenyon 30.
Respect Kenyon 30.
And then at the end, we're gonna do our Mount Rushmore of managers and wrestling.
I want to say this: Bobby the Brain Heenan got to be one of them. Jimmy Hart, Jim Cornette. Let's see, boy. Let's see who. Paul Heyman got to be there. Paul Heyman got to be in there. Let's see who else. Stop. But I know there's somebody else. That's four. The one with the Sheik. You know what I'm saying? And that black skinny guy. Whatever the name. I can't think of that black skinny guy.
Slick.
Yeah, Slick. Yeah, Slick. Hey,
salute to you, Ted Matrix.
Slick was bad. Man, hey, Slick was the pimp of the WWE. Tell me he wasn't. Let's see who else. Who else? I'm trying to think. Who else? I can't think of no but more. I'm trying to think of some women. Scary Sherry. Scary Sherry. Trying to think. I try to think of somebody else. I can't think of nobody else. I can see him, but I can't think of the name. Yeah.
Sunshine. Precious.
Yeah, man.
What's her name? The one that did all that? The woman.
Woman, yeah.
Ooh, that damn woman.
Respect Ted.
Man.
Oh,
Miss
yeah,
Elizabeth.
Paul Bear. Yeah, Miss Elizabeth. Paul Bear.
Miss Elizabeth had to be the greatest female manager of all time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and lay it on out there. She the GOAT when it comes to female managers, in my opinion.
Yeah. Oh, Paul Ellering.
Yeah, Paul Ellering. Paul Ellering is a good one. He's a good one. Let me give you mine. Okay.
Go ahead.
Let me give you mine. You forgot one name. To me, he is the Phil Jackson of the wrestling managers. He is to wrestling what Phil Jackson was to the NBA, and that's that damn not Jimmy Cornette, but James J. Dillon.
Oh,
that
man,
guy James J. Dillon.
You know what? I had that in my mind. Look, did you hear what I said? I said I know some more. I got a picture in my head, but I kept thinking the name. J.J. Dillon. God dog, I forgot about him. I didn't forget about him. I couldn't take his name.
That guy done J.J. Dillon. J.J. Dillon, man, let me tell you something. Everybody in the Four Horsemen kept a belt. I don't care who, from Ole Anderson, Arn Anderson, Tully, Lex, got done Ric Flair, even when Barry Windham joined the group, man. They Sid Vicious, when he joined the group, everybody had a belt. Yep. You was gonna get a belt when you joined the Four Horsemen.
Hey, J.J. Dillon, boy. I had him on my. I seen it, man. I seen it. I couldn't think of the damn name. I should have said it when I said Jim Cornette. I should have said it when I said Jim Cornette because they were about around at the same time, and that was Baby Doll came around too.
Yeah. Baby Doll was a pretty good manager too. Remember, she managed Larry Zbyszko.
Yeah.
She managed Larry Zbyszko and she managed Tully Blanchard. They both won. She also managed Jake the Snake in WCW.
Yeah.
But nobody tops Miss Elizabeth. I'm just telling you, man. Miss Elizabeth had the mega powers rolling. Hogan and Randy Savage, the mega powers, bro.
Hey, and think about it. And how she kept them two people with the two biggest egos in check. I don't know.
Together for a year. Yeah.
I don't know. How you do that? How you keep two big egos together like that?
Beauty and brains, bro. Beauty and brains.
I remember
that rest her soul.
I remember that one match she was sitting in that orders, bro. And Scary Sherry was beating the heck out of Macho Man.
Yeah.
Hey, you see the anguish on her face. You see the anguish. She wanted to go. She kept like. Then she said, "The hell with it. I can't take this no more."
And look, I ain't think she had that in her, because you got to remember, man. A lot of people don't remember, man. Sherry, next to Moolah, was one of the baddest women wrestlers ever. I'm telling you, man, that woman ran the AWA. She ran the AWA, man. While Moolah was running the WWF, Sherry was running the AWA. Couldn't no woman beat her.
But I didn't think Elizabeth had that in her. You right on me, because you didn't think of Elizabeth as a wrestler. You didn't think of her as confrontational. When she ran in there, bro, did you see how many people were crying about that moment? Were crying that moment? Man, look. Whoever
she did a lot of that,
but
she did a lot of that in WCW though. She did a lot of that in WCW though. Yeah, she did a lot of interfering and beating up folks in the WCW.
When she came to WCW, yeah, she did. But WWE, she was just
you're just a little angry.
Yeah. But I was like, hey, when you saw that moment, how did you feel about that moment when she went in there and got back with Randy Savage?
Yeah, it was one. It was one of it'll go down as one of the most touching moments in pay-per-view history for the WWE.
Yeah.
When he picked her up and put on his shoulders. Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing. I'm telling you why I'm going to give you that right there. When they both was fighting the same people and they backed at each other, they finna hit each other, when she went in between them. I don't know what she said. I don't know what. Like I said, she was yeah. If you can manage two egos big egos like that, you gotta be the greatest manager of all time, bro. You got to be. Female wide. You got to be. But the writers that did that and what the writers did WCW with her, I gotta give him a hand for that. I gotta give him a hand for that. I gotta give him a hand for that. Cause they had to change her image when they went to WCW. You see what I'm saying? Cause you go to WCW, you gotta change your. You go to another wrestling promotion, you gotta change your image sometime a little slightly, just like you gotta change your name.
Let me ask you another manager, Skandor Akbar. Remember him?
Skandor Akbar.
Skandor Akbar, but he kept a deep stable of wrestlers.
Yeah. You
know that Joker had that oil money. He had that oil money, man.
Yeah. Well, that stable was deep. Hey, you know who he remind me? You know who he remind me of? Old dude over at AEW, bald head. See, like every time he end up making some goddamn deal.
Don Connell or something like that.
Don Callis,
yeah. But you know what though, man? A lot of people forgot, man, that goddamn Skandor Akbar, that Joker was yoked up. When he take that goddamn when he take that Arabian gear off and wrestle, man, that Joker, he about as big as the dudes that was working for him.
He sure was. But well, hey, we went back on this one, bro. We went back on this show right here. We went back on this show.
I'm gonna tell you another one too. Gary Hart, Playboy Gary Hart.
Gary Hart, oh man, yeah.
And he was hell on the mic. Not only could he manage, but he was hell on the mic, bro.
Shoot,
that Joker was hell on the mic.
Yeah, I'll tell you, majority of the managers back in the day, they were hell on the mic, bro, because they was talking people.
Yeah. Paul Ellering was alright. He was a little on the mic. Jimmy Cornette was the master on the mic. You know,
with
back
that
during the 80s. He was the master on the mic. J.J. Dillon, he fed off of Ric Flair and Arn Anderson. You know? Yeah. But that got done Paul Heyman though, man. when he was Paul Lee dangerously. But you know what, man, who was hell on the mic? The manager. I'm surprised you forgot this name too. That goddamn mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart.
Oh, I called Jimmy Hart.
Oh, okay.
I called Jimmy Hart. Boy, he got a mouth. He got a mouth.
Yeah, but you talk fast. He can rhyme. That Joker could rhyme too, man. That Joker was.
Hey, what they call that? That shag he had.
Mullet. He had that doggone mullet.
Yeah.
Man, that Joker was wearing mullets before it even came in style. You know, the mullets came in style like round 83, 84, something like that. 83. That's when the mullets, because at first everybody, the white kids, they were wearing the punk rock hairstyles. Then they came in with the mullets like around the mid 80s.
And he still got it.
Old boy Sonny Crockett.
Yeah.
Sonny Crockett, Miami Vice, man, made that popular. The mullet.
Yeah. But I tell you though, it's been a lot of great managers. You know what I'm saying? A lot of great wrestlers, and I like says, shout out, my respect goes out to Rebecca Jamal Water family, Ozzy Osbourne family, and Hulk Hogan family, and
three legends in 1 week.
And one
lost 3 legends in 1 week.
And one could have been prevented if that's another story. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, he did. We'll do whatever we have to do. We'll sacrifice ourselves to save our children, man. So
yeah.
Malcolm did what any father would do.
Yeah, and somebody asked this question: what the hell were the lifeguards? So that goes to teach you, if you go to the beach, make sure that lifeguards are there, and make sure you watch your kids, especially around water. I don't care if it's the pool or the beach. Be careful. Watch your kids,
especially the beach, and pay attention to the sign. They said something about the signs You know, they didn't understand what the signs stood, but the signs were actually warning that currents were in the area.
And I'm tell you, when I was in the military, I was a lifeguard. That the side they will tell you, and that undercurrent will get you. That undercurrent will get you. And
Hmm.
and if you're on a boat, I don't care nobody else wearing a life vest. Put one on and make sure you got it on right. Put one
Hmm.
on.
Amen.
Right, hey, this was hey, we took it back to some of these folks. I'm like, who the hell they talking about? We don't know none of these folks. Go look them up. Go look them up. Go look
Hmm.
them up. Go look them up. But hey, bro, I think I might want to do a sports show tomorrow afternoon because you know about that executive order I sent you, that NIL,
Hmm.
that we got to talk about that tomorrow, bro. We got to talk about that tomorrow. How that going to impact everything?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. We can talk about it. We can definitely talk about it. Hmm.
Hey, you thought I was playing when I sent you that. When I said it, when I sent it to you, you saw it, did you?
Yeah, I think what it's doing is basically bringing things back to, it's making the NIL go back to what it was originally created for,
Yeah.
because it's out of hand right now.
Yeah, it's
just
out of
just
hand. Yeah.
think, just like, okay, just take your school for instance. Okay, y'all recruited y'all were a kid that we flipped from y'all, that kid we flipped from y'all had been recruiting that kid since he was in the 7th grade, and then in the 11th hour he changes his mind and commits to us
hmm And yeah, and that's
because
so
he chasing the bag,
checking the
chasing
bag.
the bag.
And I look like it right here with that right there. You chase it with people chasing the bag. Hey, look, I'm like this right here. If I'm gonna give you some, if I'm gonna give you, if you chasing the bag, you better produce. You see what I'm saying? That what some kids feel like. You got to produce. You getting the money. You better produce. You see what I'm saying? Hey, you better come get one of these starter jobs real quick.
I just don't like the idea that, okay, we teaching kids that your word is not bond anymore.
Yeah.
It's like you're saying, okay, follow the money, chase the money, be greedy for money, and throw integrity over to the side. So you commit to Auburn. I'm glad he flipped us, just by the way, because I'm a
I already know
Georgia
that.
fan.
I
You
know
see
you
that,
are.
man?
I know
I'm a
that.
Georgia fan. I'm a Georgia
But
fan.
hey,
You know
ain't
what I
no
mean? I'm a
guarantee
Georgia
either.
fan.
Yeah.
Yeah. But look though. You want to teach these kids responsibilities, because let's say you get a job at Microsoft, okay?
Mhm.
And then Apple call you
Mhm.
with a little bit more money, but you've been working at Microsoft for like 3 months.
Mhm.
You know, it just, uh, how can I put it? Sometimes it ain't good to just jump and chase money
All money ain't good money.
and leave people hanging that has given you opportunities and has already invested in you. Auburn invested a lot of time and money into that kid, because it takes money to be flying back and forth
Mhm. Yep.
to visit the kid and go to his football games and stuff like that. All that costs money.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Mm.
another thing is, yeah, yeah. Jordan put a whole lot of players in their field. What, a lot of school put a whole lot of players in their field. That's another thing that's another dynamic. But the problem is, it ain't no guarantee. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no
Mm.
guarantee. And like I said, if I want to pay you, if I want to pay us, if I got a business, say I got a business, I have you, Armando, and you talk a big game, and I give you all this money. What am I expecting from you? Results, right?
Hmm.
So these kids that get all this money coming in, guess what?
Mm.
I'm not expecting you to be no third string. You see what I'm saying? I ain't expecting you to be no third string or fourth string. you better somehow get yourself in that rotation.
Well, it's like rolling the dice. It's like
Mm-hmm.
being in a dice game, D True. When you put money out there like that, sometimes you can roll a 7,
Snake eyes.
like Ohio State did last year with that $20 million roster. And sometimes you can roll snake eyes, like Jimbo did in
It takes.
2021 with that
Yep.
historic class.
Yep.
Sometimes it be like that, man.
Yeah.
You know,
But
it's like going to a casino, man. You can walk out of there a rich man, or you can walk out of there dead broke.
yeah. But one thing that senior class for last year, that championship team that won the Ohio State championship team that won that championship, they might got a national championship. What thing they cannot say, they ever beat Michigan. And this senior class right here that coming up now, guess what? If they lose to Michigan, get what they can't say. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, yeah, I want to beat my arch rival. Yeah, and win a national championship. So
you don't want you going 5-0. I mean, going 0-5 to them would be demoralizing to the fan base.
Yeah,
because that would beat John Cooper's record right there.
Yeah. And you know what else it would do? Just say a kid looking to go to Ohio State, and his decision comes down to if Ohio State beat Michigan, it comes down to that game right there. Let's say if it's another SEC school in the top 4, and SEC it comes down to Ohio State and the SEC school or any other school in the top 2, and they lose to Michigan again. What is that kid thinking? Forget all the money. What is that kid thinking? Like, damn. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's how some kids think too. So, but we'll get forward in depth in the NIL, and I'm a researcher that pull it up and see what the executive order really what it says, and we're gonna break it down.
Okay, man. Well, let me give my final thoughts. I want to thank everybody for coming out. Make sure you hit that like button. That's number 1 right there. Make sure you hit that like button. And for those of you that are out right now, or you're getting ready to go out to the club and enjoy yourself, be safe. Take care of yourselves and each other. You know, ladies, travel in packs. Stay in packs. If you're at the club, you know, stay together. Go to the restroom together. Do not separate from each other. Got to be safe. This, you know, even though this is a time of the year where, you know, you can go out and have fun and enjoy yourself, but unfortunately, this is also the time of the year where the foods come out. You have foods coming out with very, very bad intentions. So you have to be very careful. Look out for one another. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace and blessings to all of you. And thanks once again for coming out and supporting my bro. One last thing. Armando Black has officially left the building. Everyone, good night. Have a blessed Friday night. I'm out.
Yeah. And one other thing that he left out, if you do got a drink, ladies and gentlemen, if you got drinks and you go to the bathroom, hey, don't either take it with you or leave it at the table and come get you another one. Do not come back and drink that drink you left at the table. And thank to everybody. Thank to all my supporters. I love y'all, all my supporters. I love you. I love you. I love you. And I wouldn't be where I'm at right now if it wasn't for you. And thank you for supporting me. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and share my live out. And like I always say, love, respect, just love and respect yourself, because when you love and respect yourself, you see through all the BS. Self-love is the best kind of love. When you love yourself, oh man, I forgot what I said. Self-love is the best kind of love, because who's gonna love you better than you love yourself? Peace. I'm out.
Welcome to the channel, is the truth on the mic. Shout out to the fam, we keeping it tight. Love in the air, got the crew in the light. 20 East riding, we up all night.
Family first, that's the code I live by. Armando King Wolf, howling at the sky. Too tight of the queen, got that royal vibe. Malasha the light, always down to ride. Jazzy talks, bring the smooth, keep it real. Sniper on the beat, got that lyrical steel. Rin rock, you new in the new K9 ATL, we reppin' the crew.
Like and subscribe, come and join the tribe. We talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. From the court to the mic, we play and we speak. Every day a new journey, every week unique. Shout out to the legends, the ones who believe we rise together, got dreams up our sleeves. Like and subscribe, come and join the tribe. We talking love, sports, life, and the grind. This is more than a channel, it's a state of mind. Family and friends, all our stories combined. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world, let the story be told. Together we shine, together we bold. So hit that button, let the good times roll. D-Truth and the fam, we taking control. From 20 East to the world. East to the world. At the start of the toad.